And you can't really escape any class today without talking AI. So this textbook that we're using, starting in the latest edition, you may not have the latest edition, and that's okay. But in the latest edition, the only change they really made was they started weaving in topics related to artificial intelligence and large language models. And really, artificial intelligence is still kind of primitive, but large language models are, as you guys know, if you're a student, there's a good chance that you've used large language models because they're amazingly good at answering essay questions and doing tests and things like that, and just, drawing out facts and information, which, as you can guess, has a pretty good relationship with databases. So throughout the course, in this latest edition of the text, they'll be weaving in information about AI, how it kind of touches AI. And there's really kind of two categories to me that we talk about AI in databases. One is using things like LLMs are, it turns out, are really good at writing software, at writing code, right? Looking at something like Claude. Claude is amazing at writing code. And we can utilize that in databases, right? So a lot of database tools now are starting to layer on these LLMs to give you predictive completion of scripts. And I mean, you'll see, we don't really use it in Oracle in this class, but there are tools in Oracle and other database engines. As you're typing your SQL scripts, it'll start suggesting stuff for you. There are some AI tools in Apex, which we use in this class, that you can use to do certain things. So you'll see that. So there's that side of it, sort of the tools and the development side of databases, where we're really starting to, and I'd say that's kind of the biggest area that LLM is affecting database design right now. And then there's this second category where LLMs are actually kind of making us rethink how data is used, right? One of the main goals we have as database administrators and designers is, how do I store these raw facts, as I talked about earlier, in a way that we could turn it into information later. And as humans, we're not very good at taking raw facts and turning it into information. But LLMs are. And LLMs arguably don't need a database information system, right? Like we do. They use data much differently than we do. They learn by taking massive amounts of text, and then they use these probabilities to string back together text. Now, the thing I would say is that really information, right? It's actually one of the kind of interesting topics about AI. If you understand how large language models work, they don't really know anything. They're just using probability and statistics to choose words, right? And it turns out that 99% of the time they're right. But again, this is kind of making us rethink how we're working with data and information. So we may see an evolution in the future where databases maybe change, right? Because we're not as worried about humans. Humans are no longer going to be using information systems maybe directly to get information. They might be doing so through a large language model, which cares a lot less about data redundancy and things like that. So who knows? We'll see what the future brings. But really, pragmatically, this course, what we're more interested in is sort of using LLMs to help us with things in the management of databases.